When Air India Express flight AI-171 crashed just seconds after takeoff from Ahmedabad, the cockpit voice recording caught one chilling exchange. "Did you switch off the fuel switch?" "No, I didn't." That's what the pilot said. But what if this wasn't human error at all? Experts now say both fuel control switches were somehow moved from run to cutoff mid-air, starving both engines. That's catastrophic and nearly impossible to do accidentally.
No pilot will, deliberately or switch off these two fuel control switches inadvertently. That is why these guards and these brackets are there in a Dreamliner, every aircraft. That even if you want to pull it down or something, it will not, because there's a locking mechanism in there. Physically, you have to lift it out of the gate.
So how did it switch off? Now here's the thing. Back in 2018, the US aviation regulator, the FAA, flagged this exact risk. A fuel switch slip on Boeing aircraft. The advisory covered 787s. It warned the lock could fail and the switch would slide to cut off unintentionally. But it was just that, an advisory and not a mandatory fix. And Air India never performed the recommended inspection. This crash eerily matches what the FAA warned. And it's not the first time. Boeing has a history of fuel switch, engine, and system failures. Let's look at what happened in 1987 with Delta 810. A pilot mid-air inadvertently switched off the engine and the plane descended rapidly 1,700 feet in the air. The pilots realized what was happening only 500 feet away from a crash, and they managed to get the engines back on. Now this forced Boeing to do a redesign of cockpit panels so that the engine and fuel switches are not easily accessible. Then there was PAL 143 in 1990, the fuel tank exploded on the ground. And then we had Kegworth in 1989, where there was confused switch placement leading to the wrong engine being shut down. And now we have AI-171 in 2025, same pattern. Let's not forget what happened in Lion Air 610. Boeing initially blamed the pilot, another Indian, Captain Bhave Suneja, until it came out that they never told the crews about the MCAS system that caused the nosedive. Once again, we're seeing the same instinct. Blame the crew. Maybe this time we shouldn't rush to blame the pilots. Maybe we should be asking Boeing and the regulators some serious questions.